I have three price scenarios on my mind when it comes to Tezos' native cryptocurrency called XTZ in an event where maybe, let's say, there is a fully fledged type of altcoin season during this cycle. But even though nothing I say is financial advice, the first one I do want to take a look at is maybe the idea of XTZ at $8. Now, that's around an 11x from here, and market cap at that point, considering current circulating supply, would be around 8.5 billion. Why would this surprise me? It's because I am a fan of the fundamentals of Tezos. Like, for instance, there's many blockchains out there, but I think Tezos has a pretty unique kind of position in a sense where it's not necessarily the most popular, but it's not necessarily unknown either. So I do like that. And kind of the main argument that sometimes people may have is that, hey, there are so many blockchains out there. What makes you think Tezos can even do anything? Well, it's because I don't think it's just one thing and then nothing else does anything. Like, for instance, of course, we take a look at Ethereum, right? Massively run blockchain, but there's also Solana. Like, it's not just one thing and then there's nothing else. Like, for instance, in the world of cars, I mean, there's many car brands out there, but it's not like everyone is just only using one car brand, for instance. So when it comes to Tezos, I do like it, and historically speaking, it's kind of proven, I think, somewhat of its fundamentals in a sense where it's had some pretty impressive partnerships. Like, of course, I take a look at the partnership that it had with Manchester United. Now, when it comes to this, sometimes people like to complain that, oh, take a look at the partnership allegedly ending. This is not a good look for Tezos. Sometimes people like to say this, but to me, I don't think about it as being a bad thing, actually, for Tezos, because I think, if anything, that actually helped gain Tezos some exposure, but I still think it's pretty impressive nonetheless that, they're able to even do that with something like Manchester United at one point, because Manchester United, very popular soccer team, right? It's very widely known, like, a lot of my friends do know it. Some of my friends even watch it, right? So I find that very impressive. So then, overall, I still think it's very cool. I like the exchange listings. I like the community. I like how historically it's been able to at least prove, moments of brilliance. So maybe if, let's say, there is a fully fledged type of altcoin season, XTZ at the price of $8, it wouldn't necessarily surprise me. Now, the second scenario I want to take a look at is maybe $9. Now, that's a 12.5x from here, and market cap at that point, considering current circulating supply, would be around 9.5 billion. To me, it doesn't seem like that ridiculous, maybe, because, for instance, right, we've seen like BNB even back in 2021 reach a market cap of over 100 billion. Like, I don't think this is something that ridiculous, but this is just my perspective. Now, the final price scenario I do want to explore is, hypothetically, the idea of $10, nearly a 14x from here, and market cap at that point, considering current circulating supply, would be around 10.5 billion. With the factors that I see right now, like, for instance, the kind of hype surrounding the Bitcoin ETF, the Ethereum ETF, also how there's supposedly more than 600 million crypto owners right now, supposedly, again, more than ever before in history. When to take a look at those factors, if we do ever see a fully fledged type of altcoin season during this cycle, maybe the idea of $10 wouldn't surprise me. However, only time will tell. Now, some people might be thinking, okay, what is the timeline? Now, personally for me, I am unable to find the perfect time because, again, I'm not able to do that. But what I can do is just take a look at the past. That's the way to take a look at it. The last Bitcoin halving event happened in April of last year. Usually altcoins, as a worst case scenario, typically peak around 18 months after a Bitcoin halving event. So add 18 months on top of that, that is October this year. Doesn't mean it's going to happen at that time. But then, if let's say it's extended until November, December, or maybe until March of next year, whatever the timeline is, I just want to be staying patient because whenever it happens, it's going to be beyond my control. But all I can do is just prepare for a moment in time if it even maybe does that. And that's just been me holding, waiting, dollar cost averaging, and that's it. And feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Greatly appreciate it. It's only the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.